If you were walking down the old road here and looked in, it doesn't look like a cellar hole by any means. And you can see all the rocks. Everything pushed in here. Big old button. Tomback, in fact. Double the assumptions. 1700s. Well, hey everybody, welcome to another November, not Thursday, in New Hampshire. Doesn't it look like November? Very distinctive out in the woods this time of the year. It's awesome, actually. So, here's what I'm doing today. 8 months ago, Dame and myself came out here to detect upon a cellar hole that's accessible up there. We didn't find much. But at the very end of the day, we came over here where loggers, a long time ago, and you can see by how old the wood is, pushed this stuff all back off the road. But the interesting thing was we found all kinds of stuff in here, you know, in the last 10-15 minutes of the day, and then we left and said we would come back. 8 months later, I'm back. Dame is actually out doing an NT of his own today, and I figured, you know what, before the weather changes, get out there and see what that's all about. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just had to hike a real long way to get out here because we took the Jeep last time, and hopefully we can find some things. Oh wow, good start. Very small spoon handle. Yeah, it's got stuff on it. Awesome. So what the thought was when we left that day is the site up there was the really established nice cellar hole, big house. We're thinking this may have been the first spot, temporary shelter, or it was a secondary house that just wasn't as magnificent as that one. A lot of land out here, so it's completely possible, but that is a great find. Oof. Oh, no way. Well, I think our assumptions were right on. Big old button. Tomback, in fact. Double the assumptions, 1700s. You know, in comparison to the site over there, which is 1700s, but definitely more early 1800s. That one we know the history of. This one, who knows? You heard that signal. Didn't sound like anything good. It was so loud and snappy, like a bottle cap. There we go. Oh. Oh, no way. Look at the size of that pewter spoon bowl. That signal got iffy too when I lifted the log off of it. So yeah, no doubt we're dealing with probably the early settler site. Fantastic. And to think I had been through here years ago, several times to go to the other site. This just looks like a logger's landing, but when you go around it with your machine, you hear the iron and stuff. Awesome. Loud signal, piece of strapping, and a shard. There's more there though. Sheet metal. I'm assuming we're gonna find logger's stuff mixed in here with it. That's all right. We're on top of a rock. Brick. Whatever it is caught in a root. I don't know if it's a buckle frame or a handle or what. Nice. Look at the size of that shoe buckle frame. And that was pinpointer deep. Oh wow, look at that. It's a match to the first one we found. Wow, I would love to see that complete. But it wasn't, you know, much larger than would fit across your fingers. Awesome. Oh, nice. Jeez. It's the day of spoons. Look at that little baby pewter. Baby. So this is pretty remarkable. Again, to think how many times in the years I've come through here and we just, you know, caught it at the end of the day last time. But this is definitely a site. And I'll be able to put this on the map, which is great. And I think it's the first time, or very infrequently, that this has happened, where them shifting all of the stuff from logging has paid off. This stuff hasn't even been deep. Well, we got a little bit more to go because rain is coming and I got quite a breeze coming out of the west. So a few more passes and then I get a boogie. That's a big pull tab. Beautiful. Nice tomback button. Shiny and essentially under that rock. Wow. So essentially, this line behind you over here may be where the structure sat, because it's lifted and then it's embanked over there and goes back. So I'm thinking the house was that way. And judging by so far, I've only worked right behind me today. That's it. I haven't even moved around. Haven't had to. Wow. Another button. So before I pack up and scoot, let me give you guys a look at what this looks like. It's pretty interesting. If you were walking down the old road here and looked in, you know, it doesn't look like a cellar hole by any means. But there is this clean line right here and on the back side, and you can see all the rocks, everything pushed in here, all the logs, a wall on the back side. Everything I dug today came out of right there. That's an awful lot of stuff for it just to be the side of the road. But you factor in the iron in the ground, there are bricks, and there are, you know, some lines of rock still left. I think that's the edge of the cellar hole on this side. Pretty awesome. I think this can deserve another trip, considering I only worked right here. And last spring, all that stuff Dame was finding was on the backside. Awesome. So I appreciate you joining me. It's been a tough end of the season on this end, so I've been doing what I can to get out. And this is the best dig I've had in a couple weeks, actually, with being able to walk out into the woods and find things. But that's all right. A day in the woods is better than a day not in the woods. So get out and do the same, and I'll see you very soon. Until next time, enjoy your not Thursday.